Hello LG, what is going on? This is panda709. Today I am joined by Metalhead,
Yeah, what's up, guys?
and we've got a fucking awesome podcast for you today. We're actually doing this a bit different. We're recording this the day before we we release it, which is either a super smart idea or a not very smart idea. Only time will tell. Normally we record it on Sunday, the Sunday before, but I think we were both just like fucking tired of shit and really didn't even want to do anything.
Yeah, I'm kind of tired right now.
Yeah.
And I was tired on Sunday. What was I don't even remember what I was doing Sunday. I think I was out. Oh yeah, that was right. I was in San Francisco on Sunday, so there was no way I could record anything.
Yeah, yeah. And so now we're doing this on Tuesday, and it's actually a good thing that we did do this on Tuesday because there's been a lot of new information about a game that is on the tip of everyone's tongue. And it's a game that we're going to talk about. It's going to be This podcast is going to be completely dedicated to that game. I mean, at this point, you probably fucking know what it is. It's pretty obvious, right?
Modern Warfare 3.
Aw, yeah.
Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Okay, so seriously, let's get down to brass tacks here.
Yep.
So I figured that probably one of the biggest things that's going to be revealed. I think they're already revealed, but it hasn't really been demonstrated all the way like correctly. Is all the kill streaks and everything, and how the support packages are going to be used effectively, how they're going to be taken advantage of. So I figured I could probably cover that. So there's three strike packages, and basically, before I even get into the strike packages, all these kill streaks, they're not really called kill streaks anymore. They're called point streaks, and I'm not really sure exactly how the points play in, like how much point or how many points you need to get each point streak. But I'm sure we'll figure that out by the release date. But Assault is basically the first strike pack, which basically you rack up a bunch of kills. So we obviously know what the first one is. It's UAV. The second one, or UAV with 3 kills, sorry. Care package with 4 kills. IMS, which is an intelligence oh my god, munitions system. Um, oh my, reading when you're tired. Not
Let's
very
all
good.
laugh at Metalhead.
Yes, let's all laugh at me for not even being able to read. So, it basically has 4 anti-personnel grenades that explode in the air. I'm not really sure how that's going to work, but like I said, we will be proven with the time when it comes out. So the next kill streak is the Predator missile. Obviously, we know what that is. It's 5 kills. The Sentry gun, we know what that is. 5 kills. Airstrike, we know that. 6 kills. Attack helicopter, 7 kills. Strafe run. Okay, that's a new one. Strafe run is basically, it calls in 5 helicopters to sweep the indicated area with massive firepower. So basically, you're going to call it in kind of like an airstrike or a napalm, and then it basically just patrols that area with 5 different helicopters and pretty much just destroys everything within that little perimeter.
Oh god.
So I mean that's gonna be pretty heavily used and probably like not capture the flag, but like domination and stuff like that. So the next one, the Reaper, which is 9 kills. Now the Reaper is a little bit different. You actually get to take control of a UAV that basically kind of destroys any enemy infantry with like rockets and stuff like that. So that's the Reaper. Then the Assault Drone, which I imagine is kind of like a tiny, it looks like a little miniature tank that you kind of control with a remote. It's basically kind of like a RC car, but without a one-time detonation. You got the Assault Drone, which is 10 kills. Oh, didn't I say that? Dang, my bad. AC-130. We all know that. AC-130, which is 12 kills. Juggernaut. Now, we saw a little bit of Juggernaut in, I want to say, the multiplayer reveal. And it's basically, you get this Juggernaut suit, and you're equipped with an M60 and an MP4-12 handgun, whatever that is. The only disadvantage is that your mobility is like drastically lowered, but it makes you really resistant to damage. That, by the way, is 15 kills. Then the Osprey Gunner, which is 17 kills, is a gunner of an Osprey, which I've never even really seen before, and drops care packages. So that seems like a pretty good little pack right there. I think, like I said, I don't really know much about the kill streaks quite yet, but I imagine that you probably choose 3 out of this list. if
Yeah,
I'm right.
yeah.
Okay, so that's the assault pack. It's really made. It's really made for getting a lot of kills. So the support pack. Before we go into the kill streaks, one thing you do need to know is that the kill streaks, the point. Actually, my bad. I'm not even keep calling these kill streaks. They're point streaks.
We can just use them interchangeably. I think people will get what we're saying,
Yeah.
when we say kill streak, because
So
it's the same shit.
yeah, basically, with the assault, you have to do this all. You have to get all these points within one life, whereas the support package does not reset after a death, so you can continue to build up your points and stuff to obtain your point streaks. So the first one is a UAV at 4 kills. You know what that is? Counter UAV at 5 kills. Ballistic vest. Now, let's see. What is a ballistic vest?
It's just increased bullet damage resistance.
Yeah, damage resistance and increased armor.
Yeah.
So that's a ballistic vest. That's at 5 kills. Airdrop trap at 5 kills. So that was basically what Hacker Pro was. Is you could basically take a care package and then make it a trap. But this time, it's not even really a care package at one point. It's just an airdrop trap. So basically, it will drop. It will look like a care package to the other team. They'll go try to get it, and then they'll blow up, and you'll get a kill, I imagine. Then the next one is a SAM turret, which is 8 kills. We know what that is. And then an advanced UAV. Where did I see that? Oh, shoot. I skipped recon drone. Oh my god, recon drone. Okay, so recon drone comes at 10 kills, and it's a controllable UAV helicopter. You use it to mark enemies so your teammates can see them. So basically like a UAV, but with a remote control. That's all you gotta remember. So then the advanced UAV, it is 12 kills and reveals both the position of the enemy as well as the direction they are facing for a brief period of time. So I want to say sort of like a Blackbird a little bit.
It's exactly like a Blackbird, except they didn't call it a Blackbird.
There you go. So next one is a remote turret. So basically kind of like a sentry gun, but you control it. That comes in at 12 kills. And the stealth bomber, we know what that is, comes at 14 kills. The EMP at 18 kills. Then the Juggernaut Recon, which is 18 kills. You receive the Juggernaut suit equipped with the USP 45 millimeter handgun and a riot shield. So basically just a riot shield. Lowers mobility, but you have extreme damage resistance. Then the last one for the support package is the Escort airdrop, which is it's 18 kills, and it's an AI-controlled version of the Osprey Gunner kill streak. It drops care packages and also defends them. So there you go. There's the support. And then the last one, which is very little. That's not very much about it, but it's the specialist package. And, Call of Duty, you know what? They figured they'd just go all out with this one. They would give you, with every 2 kills, another perk added to your 3 perks. And then once you get 8 kills, you unlock all perks, which is totally Call of Duty-like. It's like, whoa, you know what? Why don't we just throw everything in there all at once?
I know, right?
So that's just totally Call of Duty right there. Once you get, basically every 2 kills, you unlock a perk. Or is it 2 perks? No, it's just 1 perk.
Yeah,
so
it's just
every
1
2
perk.
kills, you get 1 perk, and then once you get to 8 kills, you unlock all the perks. So now we got this list. How do you want to cover this, Panda? You want to go?
Well, so now let's just talk about what this actually means.
Okay.
Because we do have more. We have a lot more to talk about with this, with all the perks, and the proficiencies, and then a little something else at the end. I think we'll save that for last. Don't say it out loud, but they probably already know what it is.
Oh, I'm sure they do.
Yeah, but we'll save that one for last, and then we'll just move. We'll just go through the list. But let's talk about these kill streaks or point streaks or whatever the fuck you want to talk about, because that's what people really want to hear about. Is our insights, our expert, non-expert insight. So, what do you think? Let's just start off with you, Metal. What do you think of all this shit?
Honestly, I mean, from what the descriptions are, it doesn't seem to be overpowered. Like it was. Modern Warfare 2 was like the epitome of overpowered kill streaks. We don't want to go back to that because that was just really bad what it was. I think the support package seems to be, I want to say, a little bit overpowered because of simply the fact that it won't reset after a death. So somebody could simply just go like the most powerful ones, like you go Juggernaut or not even Juggernaut Recon. That's pretty weak. You only get a handgun and a riot shield, but just basically the three strongest perks, and you'll be guaranteed to get them because I mean it only goes up to 18 kills, and I mean, are there very many games in Call of Duty that you do not get 18 kills? I don't really think so.
Yeah. I don't know, man. This whole list of things is kind of ridiculous when you think about it. For me, I know you think that it's not really overpowered, but I don't know, dude. I just don't know. There's just so much shit packed in here, and they say that it's not stackable anymore, but now with this whole point streak system, it kind of is. It's just a different type of stackable kill streak. Because all you need to really do is just get a lot of points, and then you'll have your streaks. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, I think the word you're looking for might be the wrong word, but I think what you're saying is that it's just as easy to obtain kill streaks, just not. I mean, stackable. What I feel it means in Call of Duty is you get a certain amount of kills, and your kill streak gets another amount of kills for you without you even shooting them, which isn't. I don't think what that's gonna be. I don't really think it's gonna be like that, but I think you're right with with them changing kills to point streaks. It's going to be pretty easy to obtain all these really, really strong kill streaks. Now, it really all depends on how Infinity Ward addresses it. If they if they make the kill streaks like a certain level cap, like a certain kill cap, then I think it might be a little bit easier to deal with. But I mean, if they leave it if the AC-130 is like the chopper gunner, for example, and they don't give it a kill limit, and they just give you 45 seconds. You get 45 seconds to do whatever you want. I think it'll be extremely overpowered. But if they give it like a kill limit, so for example, once you reach that 10th kill or something, it goes away. I think it might be a little bit more balanced.
So I honestly don't know. I know I've said I don't know a lot because I just don't know how it's gonna play. Like, it sounds like a cool idea. It sounds like this whole idea is gonna work, but I mean, if we look back at all of the Call of Duties from, Call of Duty 4, and I guess a little bit World at War, even though I fucking hated World at War, I don't really consider that a true Call of Duty game. But, I mean, if you just look at Modern Warfare 2 and at Black Ops, like, there are things designed to be overpowered. Like, there are set things that are definitely overpowered, and whether or not the developers are willing to admit this, they know that they're overpowered. Because, I mean, the reason why Call of Duty is so popular is because it makes you feel like a badass. And the easiest way to make people feel like badasses, if there's one fucking thing that just wrecks the game. I mean, then you get into the point where it's like Modern Warfare 2, with the whole one-man army noob tubes, where then people start to resent you for that one overpowered thing.
I think really with that, like one-man army and noob tubes was not what Infinity Ward had in mind. I think that was just a game mechanic that was tweaked around, not to the point where they were hacking the game, but it was just tweaked around in a way that Infinity Ward did not intend. I mean, really, when you thought of One Man Army when the game first came out, you thought of, oh, that's cool. Now, when I'm running out of ammo, I can now replenish my ammo or change my kit altogether to a new kit. I wasn't thinking, here, okay, I ran out of my 2 noob tubes. Now let me refresh my 2 set of new tubes so I can keep using them over and over and over again. I think that was just a poor part on Infinity Ward not dwindling it down to what it could possibly turn into, and then it turned out to be what it was.
Yeah. I mean, that's a safe argument. That's the optimistic argument. But for me, I mean, I'm a game tester. Like, I test games at EA, so I know what these games go through when they're testing them. And I'm sorry, I just cannot believe that Infinity Ward or Activision, because Activision is the publisher of the Modern Warfare series, not Call of Duty as a whole, or yes, Call of Duty as a whole, but you know what I'm fucking saying.
Yeah.
Like they test these games so much, and they put them through so many fucking just ordeals. I guess if you want to call it, it's not really an ordeal for a video game, but you know what I mean. They put them through so much stress tests. God damn, can't talk, Panda. Now you can make fun of me, right? But they go through so much to make sure that this product that they've sunk millions of dollars into is up to snuff. And I feel like with the whole One Man Army NoobTube problem, that they caught it. They knew it was going to turn into what it was going to be, but how do you fix that? How do you fix a one-man army? Because the whole, idea of one-man army is that you can switch to another class and have that complete class loadout. So you can't, reduce ammo. You can't, make sure you use up your ammo, because then that kind of defeats the whole purpose of having the one-man army. I guess what you could have done is not have it the same under attachment. Like, you couldn't have two of the same thing, so you couldn't have two ACRs with NoobTube, or you couldn't have two M1A1s with NoobTubes, or you just couldn't have two NoobTubes in the same one-man army setup. So, I just don't think that they really thought about it. I cannot, like I said, as a tester, I know that there's no way they didn't see what the potential was for the one-man army thing, because it replenishes everything. I mean, it obviously didn't take them very long to figure out, regular game players, it didn't take them very long to figure out how to abuse the system. So imagine what it must have been like for game testers, who, if you're an in-house game tester, or if I'm not an in-house game tester for EA, they subsidize it through another company. But if you're an in-house game tester, you're paid by this company to find anything and everything wrong with this game. And I just don't think they handled it very well.
Well, I don't know. I really don't know. So I'm not really going to act like I do know. I'm just saying that, I didn't catch that at the beginning of the release. And it took me a while to kind of catch on to the trend of one-man army noob tubing.
I'm not saying people instantly knew about it. I'm just saying as you get closer and closer to a game's release, I've done it, a couple of my friends have done it that work at EA with me. You try everything. You try everything and anything that can happen in a game, whether it be combining two different guns that you hadn't done before, or if it's a game like Modern Warfare 2 where you combine two different perks that you haven't done before. So when you're trying anything, I bet someone who was testing put two noob tubes together in a one-man army setup and just rapes the fucking shit out of everybody. And I can't believe that that the developers did not know that was going to happen.
I don't know. Because the thing that I think people, I don't know. I could go on a whole nother video about that.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's keep that out of the way, because we need to cover things that we actually need to cover. So
that's true.
Do you think we're done with kill streaks here?
I think we totally went off on a tangent and really didn't even talk about kill streaks in Modern Warfare 3. So yeah, I think we should move on.
Basically, kill streaks are gonna work out. We'll see how they work out in Modern Warfare 3 once the game has been out for a few months. But
it's a wait and see. It has to be. Yeah.
Basically,
and I do want to say as a side note that Specialist is probably one of the most unbalanced things I've ever seen in a video game. I mean,
you know what? I think that
ridiculous.
That could actually hurt somebody, because there are kill streaks that would basically kind of they would work against each other. It would be kind of like oil and vinegar. It wouldn't work very well. So I'm curious. Honestly,
oil and vinegar. Oil and vinegar goes together like peanut butter and jelly.
No. Have you tried to mix oil and vinegar? It just doesn't work.
Yeah. Oh, you mean
literally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It tastes good on salad, but I'm saying
you
can't mix it.
Yeah. Okay.
So you want me to cover perk slot 1, and you can do the next one?
Yeah, might as well. I mean,
okay.
Let's just go through it.
All right, so perk slot 1, which is basically the blue set of perks, if you guys don't know. So the first one is Recon, which is explosive damage marks target on the radar. So yeah, and then the probability bullet damage marks target on the radar. So it's I don't know, that's gonna be kind of weird.
Yeah.
I mean, I've always had that, but now that it's not there, I don't know, it's gonna be interesting. Sleight of hand, we know what that is. The probability is a little bit different though. You swap your weapons faster rather than aim down sight faster. Blind Eye, which is enemy air support and sentries cannot detect you, and then the probability is faster launcher lock on plus extra damage versus enemy air support. So basically, the probability of stopping power back in Modern Warfare 2. Extreme conditioning, which is allow you to sprint longer, obviously, and then probability lets you climb obstacles faster. And Scavenger. Replenishes your ammo when you walk over scavenger bags, obviously, and then probability extra starting magazines. So, I mean, that's a pretty good set of perks there. Why don't you go over perk slot 2?
All right. Let me find it. Okay, so perk slot 2. What is it called? You called the previous one blue. Do you know what this one is?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say that's red.
Red. Okay. So you get quick draw as the first one. It allows you to aim down the sight faster. What was it? It was sleight of hand in Black Ops, and
Yeah, that was sleight of hand, bro.
yeah, sleight of hand pro. And pro ability is use equipment and grenades faster, which is pretty damn interesting. Blast shield greatly reduces explosive damage, basically like what is it called in Black Ops?
Black jacket.
Flak jacket. Yeah, thank you. Pro ability makes you immune to stun and flash grenades.
So yeah, that's like flak jacket and what you call it, the gas mask one.
Yeah, the
tactical mask.
tactical
Is that
mask.
it?
Yeah,
Okay.
or Nova, whatever. Yeah, I know what the mask you're talking about.
Yeah.
Hardline reduces the amount of kills required for kill streaks by 1. Pro ability 2 assists. Add 1 kill towards your next kill streak. Death streaks require 1 less death. Now that 2 assists add 1 kill streak, or 2 assists adds 1 kill, that's gonna play an interesting role in the future. I wonder how that's gonna play out. Assassin makes you undetectable by UAV, thermal heartbeat sensor, and portable radar. Pro ability makes you immune to counter UAV and EMP. Enemies won't see a red crosshair or name when targeting you. Fucking bullshit. Overkill.
That is
Overkill.
That is going to be perk slot 2 for the majority of people that play.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Overkill. Although this might take assassin, to be honest. Overkills carry 2 primary weapons. Pro ability is your second primary. Can be equipped with 2 attachments. Now, I was just telling Metalhead this before we started the podcast that I actually did not play. If you know me, if you've been subscribed to me, or just heard one of my random commentaries, I've probably talked about me completely not liking Modern Warfare 2 a couple months after it came out. And you can already hear fucking Metalhead laughing in the background. And the reason being is because Overkill was not in the game. I know, I was one of those Overkill users. I loved the ability to carry my M21 sniper and my G36 assault weapon. It was fucking the beast setup you can run with. And I played hardcore all day. The only game mode I play in COD 4 was hardcore. Hardcore headquarters. So when I when I got Modern Warfare 2 and they didn't have Overkill, and ironically enough, I thought One Man Army was the next step to Overkill. And when I got One Man Army, I was like, what the fuck was this shit? and then I just quit. And I stopped playing, and I completely ruined my Modern Warfare 2 experience because of Overkill. And I wonder if I'm going to do it on Modern Warfare 3. So let's talk about perk slot 3.
Alright.
And are you going to do it?
Yeah.
Alright, you do it.
Sorry, I forgot to put the perk slot name for the first one on our little sheet here, but it's Marksman, by the way. It allows you to identify enemies from farther away. The probability is you get to hold your breath even longer when setting a weapon scope. Stalker, which is the next perk, is faster movement while aiming down the sight. And the probability is delays enemy claymores. Sit rep, the next one, is highlights enemy explosives and tactical insertions. Probability is makes footsteps louder. Steady aim, the next one, increases hip fire accuracy. Pro ability allows you to aim down the sight faster after sprinting. Then dead silence makes you silent, and a pro ability is you do not take any falling damage. So there you go. There's all the perks right there. I mean, you want to form something in your head right here? What possible loadout you might choose for your perks?
The most overpowered shit there is. No. Actually, hold on. Why don't you talk for a little bit? I need to add the death streaks because we forgot to add death streaks.
Okay. All right. Well, I figure, I mean, for perk slot 1, there's no doubt about it. I'm a sleight of hand freak. I like sleight of hand for just some odd reason. So I would have to choose sleight of hand. I could see recon coming into play quite usefully, but I think sleight of hand and scavenger are probably going to be my 2 go-to perks for slot 1. And then I'd obviously use extreme conditioning for when I need it. Then perk slot 2. This is gonna have to be a tie between probably assassin and blast shield. Of course, assassin because it freaking makes you undetectable to everything. And then blast shield. I don't know. I just like to have the ability to know that explosive damage does not have a huge toll. And then perk slot 3, what would I choose? Probably either dead silence, or steady aim. That was like those are my 2 go-to perks in Call of Duty 4, were steady aim and dead silence for the last perk tier slot. So yeah, are you almost done there typing up all that stuff?
Yep, I'm actually done. So I'll go through my setup. I hope they'll actually maybe even take the initiative to kind of change around the perk slots. Like you can maybe have steady aim in perk slot 2 and put overkill to perk slot 3, or have recon pro in perk slot 3 and something else. Because I know that sounds kind of strange to say that, but the way it is now, I mean, I can see people just running sleight of hand, assassin, and either stalker or dead silence. That right there is going to be the overpowered class that everyone is going to run.
Shoot, wait, can you say that again?
Sleight of hand, assassin, and stalker.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, it's either that or steady aim. I mean,
I'm thinking dead silence, to be honest.
Well, I said stalker or dead silence. It's either going to be one of those 2. I mean, it makes you silent. It's like ninja in Black Ops, and ninja in Black Ops was pretty damn good. So,
yeah, I like ninja. I like ninja in all the titles.
Yeah, that's true. Good. So I think those are going to be the go-to perks for noobish people that are dicks. For me, I agree with you, sleight of hand. I've probably been using sleight of hand ever since I picked up COD 4. It makes it, although honestly in COD 4 there was stopping power, and you kind of had to have stopping power, but still, I always had a class with sleight of hand, so definitely for the first one it's going to be sleight of hand. Second one, quick draw. That I'm kind of pissed that they don't have quick draw in with sleight of hand. I just think
that was a huge thing that really made it like a plus for sleight of hand, was trying to get sleight of hand pro for aiming down your sight faster.
And I guess swap your weapons faster for the new sleight of hand pro. I mean, it's cool. It's the Scout Pro in Black Ops. It's cool, but it's fucking useless. Like, I mean, well, is it really gonna? I guess I shouldn't say it's useless. I guess what I should say is, it really faster? Is swapping your weapon faster than the speed that's added on to quick draw? You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but
like, I mean, we're gonna have to judge that, whether or not that is gonna play a role.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how this is gonna play out. Like how rushers are gonna choose their perks, how campers are gonna choose their perks. I mean, like, I could see a possible build right here for like a rusher would be extreme conditioning, then quick draw, and for probably perk 3, either stalker or steady aim.
I'm probably gonna do steady aim, although faster movement while aiming down the sight, that's gonna be an interesting one. I'd have to play it out and see, like, play with it and see sorry, it's 2 burps in a row, goddamn. and see how it plays to make a full judgment, because there's always seems to be a perk slot in in a Call of Duty where it's just useless and there's really nothing that jumps out at you. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah, I do.
Because Perk Slot 1 and Perk Slot 2, they all have potent things that you will definitely want to try out.
Hmm.
Perk Slot 3, meh. I mean, whatever.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, definitely.
So, I don't know, whatever. You want to move on to death streaks?
Yeah, you can cover those.
Alright, cool. So, these are the death streaks, and I am so pissed at Infinity Ward for bringing these back because I hated them in Modern Warfare 2, and I'm gonna hate them here. And I was so glad at fucking Treyarch for getting rid of them in Black Ops. I thought that was a genius idea. And so let's just run through them. Juiced is 4 deaths. You move faster for a few seconds after spawning. Useless fucking death streak. I don't know why you would want to move faster if you're dying 4 times in a row, and I know it does happen. You probably don't want to be moving straight back into the fray. You kind of want to hang back, recollect your thoughts, and kind of pick off enemies one by one. You don't want to be going back to where you just died unless you want to die over and over again. Revenge, 5 deaths. See position of last enemy that killed you on your minimap. Again, fucking useless. Death streak, final stand, 4 deaths. Unlocked at level 32. Most likely similar to Last Stand, but with a primary weapon. Fucking bullshit. That's all I'm going to say about it. Death streak, martyrdom, 4 deaths. Unlocked at 51. Drop a live grenade after dying. Do I even have to say anything? Dead Man's Hand, 6 deaths. Unlocks at 57. Fall into Last Stand after dying with C4 equipped in your
Dude,
hand.
no. Get this. You get 2 C4s in your hands.
What?
Not 1, 2
Just
C4s.
2? Oh my god.
Oh, and then
God. And then
last one.
Yeah, and then hollow points, 5 deaths, unlocked at level 71. Bullets cause more damage for 1 kill. If you're using a death streak at level 71, I wish there was an option to have no death streak, so you could tell who the people who are actual players and who are bitches.
Yes.
Because if you go into a match and people see that you aren't running a death streak, either they think you're an idiot, or you probably are on a much higher skill level than they are. But this hollow point, 5 deaths, I don't even know what to say. It is only for 1 kill, and I originally thought it was only for 1 bullet, which didn't make sense to me. Like, why would they only have 1 bullet that's more damage? But for 1 kill, kind of makes sense.
I don't know.
I mean, it makes sense in a shitty way.
I just despise that death streaks are back in the first
In general,
place. Come on.
yeah. Maybe it's gonna be like a April Fool's joke or something in November.
No, heck
like,
no.
oh, just kidding.
Dude, I like, seriously, I was so happy that they got rid of Second Chance. Juggernaut was gone from back in Black Ops. Same with Stopping Power. All these perks that everybody depended on or hated were starting to go away. Then they bring back death streaks. It's like such a freaking buzzkill. It's like, yeah, we're getting rid of the bullshit. And then all of a sudden, like, a huge shit of shit comes back at us.
Whole shit of shit. Well,
yeah, bunch of shit.
I really think that Black Ops paved the way for Modern Warfare 3 to be one of the best fucking games ever to be released. Because, like you said, they got rid of a lot of the bullshit. From Modern Warfare 2. I mean, they added their own bullshit, but I would much rather deal with, Black Ops' bullshit than Modern Warfare 2's shitty ass fucking bullshit that's just shit. God.
It's just shit.
I mean, it is. Like, there's no other way to describe all of this stuff that you really don't need. I mean, Black Ops, for as much as I hate Black Ops and for as much as I'm just rage ops right now, I still really like the game when it first came out. And it'll be that game that I'm never going to play again, but I will definitely look back on fond memories playing that game. With Modern Warfare 2, I really don't have any fond memories playing that game. COD 4, everyone has fond memories playing COD 4. That game was fucking great.
That was great. One of the best Call of Duties ever.
And
not the best.
Yeah, and I think that No, and again, you see how I skipped at World at War because it's not a true Call of Duty to me.
Yeah, it was never really. I mean, that was my first, but it didn't feel like a Call of Duty. Like
No.
playing Call of Duty 5 and then going to Call of Duty 4. I was like, what the fuck was I playing Call of Duty 5 so much for?
Yeah,
Call of Duty
exactly.
4 is infinitely better.
I mean, in Call of Duty 2, that was a fun game. I mean, I know we're going back way, and you see how nobody even talks about Call of Duty 3 because that was such a shit game too.
Oh, dude, you realize that they only got 6 months to develop that whole game, right?
That's true, but still, like, I mean, come on.
It was so unfair. They only got 6 months to make that game. That
Yeah,
way too little time to make a game.
yeah. But I just don't know how this is going to play out. I mean, I want to say that I'm never gonna play shit like this, but honestly, maybe I really like it, and maybe it won't be so bad. But coming off Modern Warfare 2 and going into Black Ops, and then seeing all the changes that they made, because it really did seem like they listened to the community, saying how Juggernaut wasn't in there, Stopping Power wasn't in there, and all this other shit was not there. And then they added Ghost, and that, I mean, that kind of ruined a lot of the potential that Black Ops had. But still, Black Ops, like I said, it definitely left an opening for Modern Warfare 3 to just completely blow the doors away when it comes to balanced gameplay.
I just hope there's no fucking unmanageable recoil and terrible hit detection.
Yeah,
Please don't let that be
that's
freaking
true.
prevalent in freaking Modern Warfare 3. I'll be done with that game within the first couple of weeks.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the people bitch a lot about corner camper, silenced Ghosts and Black Ops, but for me, though I can deal with people not showing up on the UAV, for me it was how much lag was in the game. And I mean, I don't want to come off as too too bitchy about it, but seriously, like, who makes a game where you fucking die when you've turned the corner, and like 3 or 4 steps or after you've turned the corner you die? Like,
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous.
how does that happen? Like, what?
Those magical bullets that go around corners.
It's just curving bullets. It's not wanted. God damn it!
All right, so I think we've done our fair share of death streaks.
We've beat that shit to death.
I really don't know much about proficiencies, but you do, so I think you should probably cover the proficiencies.
All right. Well, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. Proficiencies are just things that you can unlock on every solo gun. It's basically like adding a whole nother RPG element to your specific gun. So if you have a favorite gun, like if you use the M4 carbine or M4A1, whatever you want to call it, more than any other gun, you're going to unlock specific proficiencies. I mean, I don't know why they used the word proficiencies. They could have just called it gun perks. I mean, I guess that then that would have been a little even more confusing. So I guess they had to change something. But it's just like adding an extra thing. I mean, the weird thing is that a lot of the proficiencies don't even add something to the gun. They'll just add it to your character as a whole. And the example that I have is melee. If you're using like an SMG class or something like that, you can melee faster. You can knife people faster. And they said that they've taken out the lunge, or they've reduced the lunge even more. Because there's always been a lunge in Call of Duty going back to COD 4. There's always been a slight lunge that will activate if you're within a certain distance from an enemy. And the problem in Black Ops was a lag issue. The game wouldn't read your character position right, so that's why you had such faulty mechanics when it comes to lunging with a knife. That's why you basically had a Commando Pro-like ability, it seemed like, where you would knife people 10 feet away, when in reality it was the game's tracking that was shit, and the lag caused you to have superhuman capabilities. So that's kind of the proficiencies. It's a cool idea. It's a neat idea. I mean, I don't know how it'll play out. Like, you'll have reduced kick. You'll be able to, the reduced kick is like reduced recoil and all that shit. I should have brought up the full list of proficiencies, but whatever. I mean, it's kind of a slight thing that they added in. I don't think it'll play a huge role, but it could. I mean, who knows?
Okay, so, oh god.
Yep.
So, I really don't know much about this at all.
No one really does. I mean,
I think this is really just a stupid freaking knitting circle rumor.
Yeah, you think it's just a rumor? What we're talking about here, we're just about to reveal. I know it's kind of... we kind of didn't intro it. We're doing that for a purpose. Because
You want to drop the ball?
I guess. There have been reports, a couple of reports, people such as Fistcuffs himself and my boys Nasty Gaming have reported on this, saying that there might be a nuke in Modern Warfare 3. And the information on this nuke is actually pretty interesting, and my ears perked up a little when I heard the actual requirements it takes to get a nuke. But still, I mean, I don't know. It might be too good to be true. I mean, why would they say there's not going to be a nuke in Modern Warfare 3 and then add a nuke in Modern Warfare 3? It really doesn't make sense.
I don't know.
What's your take on it? Do you want to have a nuke in Modern Warfare 3?
Personally, I think in my time playing, I maybe got like 10, 15 nukes, but
you know how much I got?
Were so what?
You want to know how much I got?
Oh, 0?
0.
No. But kill streaks, I mean, not kill streaks. The nuke I could go without, just simply because it was kind of like it was a buzzkill, to say the least, when you would start doing good and then all of a sudden some idiot would get a nuke on your team.
Yeah, or against you, too.
Yeah, or against you. It just ruins the game. But it was a good idea, but it ruined the game, and I think it says it does not end the game, but it kills everyone on the enemy team.
Yeah.
So, I mean, maybe that's cool because, I mean, at one time there's usually only about 6 to 8 players on each team.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, you're playing on PC, which, I mean, if you're playing like in a 32-person lobby, that is like a shitload of kills.
True.
But I think for console, it's probably not going to be that bad. And I mean, an EMP for a set amount of time, 25 kills. That's a lot of kills, and it's gun on gun only.
Yeah. So that is what I perked up at. That's when I was like, oh shit, really?
That seems like a lot of work for just 8 kills or 6 and an EMP.
Yeah, that's true. But I think the other cool thing is that do you want to say it or do you want me to?
Oh, you can go ahead.
Is that it's saved as a 4th kill streak that is passive and always selected. So you don't really know, or I mean, what I mean to say by you don't really know is we don't really know if this is going to be in the full retail version. Again, I haven't found any reports that confirm that a nuke will be in Modern Warfare 3. All I found is rumors. I searched online, Metalhead searched online, and we couldn't find anything definitive. But with that said, having it always selected is fucking awesome. I think that the ability to have this 4th kill streak, I use that in quotation marks, that's passive and always active is fucking awesome.
I find it kind of hard though that hard to believe that Infinity Ward would be so secretive about this and not say anything until
up until
a week
now.
after its release.
Yeah, that does seem a little suspect. Yeah,
it does. So I think, I mean, Fist has a pre-release copy, right?
I think so. I don't know if he's getting it, if he got it already, or if he has to wait a few days until Wednesday, which is tomorrow.
But I mean, nobody really has the game except for, I think, like a few people. I heard some story that a copy was taken or stolen, basically.
Well, a PC version was stolen in Australia, and they got the Spec Ops disc. It's split into two parts or something for PC.
Okay,
and they got the Spec Ops part.
I mean, we won't know until the release date, and trust me, we will find out within the first few hours of the
Oh,
midnight release
definitely,
that
definitely,
if
yeah.
this thing even exists. And if it does exist, then I mean, I can't really be too pissed off about it because it doesn't end the game. But I mean, it really doesn't bother me that much, to be honest. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, it's a cool idea. I mean, you're right. You're right though. Like if you're on a console and you're at most playing 24 a 24 player game lobby, then you're really only working for like 8 to 12 kills.
Yeah, it's
And
not much.
it's not much. Like yeah, that's cool to take 12 people all out at once, but as you can see with Black Ops and Modern Warfare 2 before it, I mean, you can get rape fucking gameplays without a nuke. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I
So
mean, not Modern Warfare 2. Sorry, I meant Black Ops and COD 4. Like COD 4 back in the day, you could get fucking sick ass gameplays, and that was true skill right there, at least in my mind.
yeah, dude, it was. I think what they did with the kill streaks was good. But I don't know. I think my opinion about this reported tactical nuke, if it is legitimate, is mixed. But I'm not too disappointed.
Yeah, yeah, it's not a game breaker like some of these other things will be. I mean,
Oh, you act like it will be a game
oh,
breaker.
it's going to be.
You're not sure. You're not like, oh, it might be a game breaker. It will be a game breaker.
I don't know. I'm just talking out of my ass, but that's all we can do at this point is just talk a bunch of bullshit and just let the chips fall where they may.
Yeah.
But I can guarantee you that Assassin is going to be a bitch to deal with. That I can already tell. That's going to be a fucking asshole.
Yeah, I'm not really gonna say much about what will and what will not be game breaking, but I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for the game to come out. I'm curious to see, like, not even I am curious to see how the game plays out for the first week, but then I'm curious to see once it hits that February mark, because it seems like to me every single Call of Duty game, once it hits around February and March, I really start to really begin to lose interest in it.
Yeah, that's actually funny because I got my copy of Black Ops in like December. Yeah, it was a Christmas deal on Amazon, and I got it in December, and I played probably solidly up until like March and April. Like that's it, I'm done, and I took like 2 weeks off,
Yeah,
and
that's
then fucking what's it called went down.
oh,
PSN went down,
PSN.
and I couldn't play it at all.
Yeah.
So
So, your overall opinions about this game? What do you think it's gonna be like?
dude, I don't know. There's so much shit in here. There's so much stuff. I have an ending thought that I'm gonna leave you guys off with, but initial idea and hope is that it's gonna be a good game and that people are gonna play the shit out of it. That's my
Yeah.
initial thoughts. How about you?
I think so too, and I think with this game, it's probably going to be more played than Black Ops was.
Yep.
But I think the problem with that is that when you have such a massive amount of people that play the game, you're just bound to get things exposed that are just going to be game breaking.
Yep. All right. Well, do you want to end it? You don't really have much to talk about.
Yeah, I didn't talk to Pan about this, but for the live stream, it seems as though my schedule, I won't be able to take the game home Tuesday. What would it be? Tuesday at 12 a.m. But what I will do,
Why not?
because I think with school and stuff, I don't think I can really afford to miss a full day of school. But
Why would you miss a full day of school?
basically, to stay home all day and play Modern
You're
Warfare
not
3.
playing all day, Metalhead.
Oh yes, I will be playing
No,
Modern Warfare 3
you
all
will
day.
not.
But the live stream, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start the live stream the second I get home. Once I pick it up on Tuesday, at
You're so
4
ridiculous.
4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
All right,
Which
and
would
we'll
be
also
7.
yeah, they can fucking figure it out.
Yeah.
I don't care about that, but we'll do update videos too, like on Saturday or Sunday, letting you guys know what's going on. Cause I'm going to a midnight release, and even though my computer is fucking shit, I probably will live stream for a good hour or two. It's not gonna look as good as Metalhead's will, and it's gonna be choppy. But I'll do it just to kind of say that I did it, and then shit, I might stay home all day. I don't even know.
But,
But
see, I told you, once you have that Call of Duty bug, you stay home all day.
that's true. That's true.
I did that with Modern Warfare 2. I did it with Black Ops. I did it with every single Call of Duty. I stayed home for like the whole day, playing that shit.
All right, yeah. So let me read this last sentence and kind of end the podcast with a question for the viewers. Is this really the balanced game we're looking for? I mean, with history seeming to repeat itself, it does not look like Modern Warfare 3 will be at all balanced. But is that a bad thing? With all the faults Modern Warfare 2 had, it was still fun. And it was still fun as shit, and was one of the most played games on XBL and PSN. And aside from a few game-breaking perks and heavy lag issues, Black Ops was undoubtedly the most balanced COD to date. But it wasn't the most fun. It wasn't the game that everybody looked forward to playing. Modern Warfare 2 was. And so, I guess my question to you, the viewer, is even if Modern Warfare 3 is broken, are you going to play it? And are you going to play it as much as you played Black Ops? Just some food for thought. You can answer it in the comments, or just think about it, for the next 3 or 4 days by the time you watch this, because then Modern Warfare 3 is going to be out. So think about that. Let me know what you think in the comments, or like I said, you don't have to. It's just food for thought. But I think that'll conclude our little podcast. Number 4.
Well spoken, good sir. That was perfectly so.
Thank you. All right, well, this has been Panda Bear.
This was Metalhead.
And I'll see you guys next time.
Peace, guys.
Peace.